Welcome to the Yap Corner, a podcast for dog parents by dog parents.
We're your hosts, Madison Bennett and Jess Ramberg, two dog-obsessed humans who know that life is just better with a pup. I'm Madison, and I think I just wasted a whole season of my life watching Love Island.
And I'm Jess, and as you can see, we are all matching here in our matching sweats. We've got color coordinations, and I'm just loving our looks.
Yep.
So this isn't your typical podcast. We're not here for debates or training manuals.
Just real-life talk about the everyday chaos and joy of life with pups.
So grab your pup, your beverage of choice, and let's yap about it all. We had a little bit of an outfit change. The dogs, I know Ziggy gets a little annoyed with clothes, but we're back. Yeah. And we're going to do some pup dates. I think you have some to kick us off with.
We got our awards from our competitions, or Gemini got our awards, so I'm going to share those here. Gemini, do you want to show off your ribbons? One of them was actually for Apollo, but these are dock diving. Yeah, they're so cute. These are from our dock diving trial competition. They got our qualifying jumps. And then we also got, and Gemini got our personal best.
Yay, Gemini.
She now jumps over 9 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, a whole foot longer this round. And then we also have here our qualifying scores for the ACT agility trial.
Look at those.
I know.
Those are bigger.
Yeah, a little bigger, green, and they're just so cute. I love them. But what's even more fun is even bigger ribbons. Gemini, show them. She got second place in both of the ACT trials.
I didn't realize these ribbons.
Oh, okay. She said no. I'm good.
On the back. So is this where they put it in their collar?
Yeah. So some people hang it in their collar for take pictures.
Hang it up.
Or they hang it on a windowsill. And Apollo's like, I want one of those. You're going to get one, buddy.
That looks so good.
I know. Gemini, show them. Come here.
Way to go, Gem.
I know. So she got second place twice in, I forget out of how many. She did 4 rounds. So 2 out of the 4, she got second place.
Wow. I can see how you accumulate ribbons quickly.
I know.
In the dog sports world.
They're starting to stack up. We need to do something with these. So
yeah, you need a board.
Yeah, a board And I still need to take photos with Gemini with those and post them. Oh my gosh, I am now covered in black dog hair. Story of my life.
Yeah, and with the light color, you can really see Gem's hair.
It's all good.
Mine kind of blends. It blends in.
Yeah. You've got the gold glitter.
The corgi glitter.
The corgi glitter. So what have your pup dates been?
We've done some traveling. We went out to Michigan, and with Little Stumps Racing, we collaborated with the Michigan Corgi Club, and they have a big corgi race every year. And since we do the Detroit Lions Corgi Halftime Race, we thought it would be fun to kind of partner with them, and the winner gets an automatic invite to the Lions Halftime Race.
That's so fun. That's a good idea.
So we went out there. It was hot and humid, the Midwest, and had a lot of fun. There were 100 corgis racing, and the winner was Grizzly, and he won back-to-back. So they were very excited to get invited to the Lions game.
Would you say back-to-back, he won last year and then this year?
Yep, he was defending his title.
Oh, wow.
So there were some fast corgis.
Yeah.
So it was a fun event. This is our last episode of the season, our season 1 finale, and I think it's just going to be fun for us to talk through some memories, our favorite moments, what we've learned, reflecting, what's next, all these kind of fun buckets. So
kind of wrap it up.
Why don't we kick off with some of our favorite moments?
I think the beach episode was definitely a highlight. I know, at least for me, probably for both of us. It was really cool to change it up and also to get out to a place that we love. We love going to the beach with our dogs, and then we got to meet so many cool people and just chat with them about their dogs and why they love their dogs, and ask fun questions and play the games that we play together, but with other people. And I thought it was really funny just to see people's reactions too, to some people, when we first sat down, we're like, what are they doing? Are they taking... one guy was like, oh, they're doing a photo shoot. We're like, no, we're not, come to us kind of thing. And then and then it kind of evolved from there, but that was really fun.
I could totally see us doing a Dog Parents in the Wild series. Like we have the dog beach, a brewery, just all these places that people take their dogs.
I think also like Sup Pups. We go to Sup Pups as a company in San Diego, and they do paddleboard kind of excursions or whatever you want to call it with their dogs. And I even saw somebody brought their cat recently, so that's crazy. But I thought it'd be really fun to like go out on the paddle boards and like try to do an episode with those people, and like I don't know, it could go really badly, but it could also be really fun.
Really great. Yeah. Another highlight for me was our dog sports episode, being able to reach out to dog owners and their accounts and get their stories and their experience of what sport they've been into, why they got into it, what they've learned, their goals, their achievements. It was fun to hear those firsthand stories from people and being able to share it on our episode.
Yeah, I even learned so much from that episode. I was like, I was always getting like Rally and Fast Cat. I even said in the episode, like, Rally makes dogs go crazy. I meant Fast Cat. And like listening back to even our episodes, I'm like, oh, like I'm still learning from it all. So I thought that was a really fun one to hear people that are like experts and share their stories and how they got involved in that. Because now I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do that too.
It's also fun reading submissions from the Yap It Out forum. Whenever, we always throwing out on our episodes, like, submit a story, tell us, some advice or your side or your perspective. So hearing those are always fun, which you can find the Yap It Out forum on our link in bio and Instagram.
At the Yap Corner Pod.
Yes. So hopefully
you know that by now.
Yeah. So hopefully we keep getting those and can share those stories as well.
Even getting prepped for the episodes and researching things to talk about and seeing what other episodes or podcasts that are centered around dogs have talked about or haven't talked about has been really fun to kind of see what's out there and listen to other podcasts even.
Well, I think there's endless topics that we've learned that you can go into. And even some of our episodes, they're vast in the topic we talk about, and they could be narrowed down into all these little mini episodes.
Yeah.
So I think it was fun, season 1, just trying to be broad and hit all these different topics. But I think we learned that in those, there are a ton that you could pull out and have as their own entire episode.
Yeah. And entire podcasts even, like, so.
And all the fun facts we learned. It's been fun doing the research because it's just us. So everything from production, editing, social, the episode script writing, research, it's just the two of us. And I love throughout the week, when we're prepping for our episodes, we've got a shareable document. We're writing notes, going back and forth, adding to it from both sides. So it's been a fun process to kind of figure out what our process is.
Yeah, and figure out what technology's out there and what we want to use and don't use, and even the clips, like, that has been so fun. But I've learned from that, like, what we want to do going forward. So there's going to be some changes happening, but also we've learned so much, like you said. So
another favorite part for me is even when we're just interacting with strangers or friends of friends, and the podcast gets brought up or it organically is brought up in conversation. And I still feel a little hesitant sometimes when, like, they're like, oh, I have a podcast. And I was like, oh, everyone has a podcast. But I've learned to be more proud and happy because I think what we're doing is awesome, talking about dogs in our everyday life and the different parts of, travel, dog sports, just interacting with people who love their dogs and their pets. So I've had a lot of fun really leaning into that this season.
I agree. I mean, at first it was like, weird, but at the end of the day, we have to remember, like, why we started this, and the reason why we started was because there was no podcast out there like ours. Like, really, like, there wasn't one that was just fun. Like we say in our opening, no training manuals, food debates. Like, we're not here to teach you how to train your dog, or we've made so many mistakes with our own dog. So that's really just like us having fun, chatting, talking about things we love doing with our dogs.
And I love how we've been able to kind of build that together. I think, part of what we want next is speakers, not just speakers, but guests, and interacting with more dog parents, because that's a fun dynamic when you have that interaction with someone else and get to talk to them, ask them questions, learn. But this season, I think we challenged ourselves, like, let's take our first part of it and just figure it out. Mm-hmm. Let's just lean in and get it done and learn and expose all to everything and just be on the journey to figure it out.
Yeah, and I think there's a big reason to why we didn't have guests. Like, that was definitely an opportunity and something we thought about, but we're like, we really want to be us, like, talk about things we love and figure this out, like you said, together. And so I think that's something we're really excited for next seasons or future seasons, is bringing on guests and experts in topics and who knows what else, like, really. So, but I've also really loved seeing all of our listeners, like, share their favorite moments or share their podcast on their story. Like, that has meant, like, so much. It makes me prouder of the podcast, and I'm like, oh, people love this. Okay, we're not just talking to ourselves.
Or even, the dog sports episode, we did it with the travel, the dog mom, dog dad day, where we're tagging the accounts, we're putting photos, mm-hmm. and it's fun to see them share mm-hmm. or learn about the podcast or comment or like. It's all like a good feeling, and I think our goal is wanting to have that community, have that space where we can not only share from the podcast, but hopefully kind of get that interaction from others. We're back, a little potty break, not for us, for the dogs.
I mean, I'm probably going to use a potty break. It's all right.
I think for me, a final kind of favorite part is just celebrating our milestones together. Obviously, we have like our emails and social all linked together, and when the email pops up and it's like, your 10th episode has been published, mm-hmm. and we take a screenshot and share it with each other. Obviously, we both know we're looking at the same thing, but sharing it with each other has been really fun. All the listeners, followers, views, downloads, just exciting stuff, and, celebrating it all. And we're not experts in the metric side of it and learning and all the building part, but I do remember seeing an article, and again, I don't know if all of this is true, but regardless, it said in your first month, if you get 100 downloads, like, that's a great thing to celebrate. And we did get that.
Yeah, so that was awesome.
Regardless of if that's good or not for us, I think we're very proud of where we've come.
And like, I talked to the lady on the plane yesterday, she's like, one follower, one listener a day, or whatever, like, at a time. And I was like, yeah, I don't need to be hitting that YouTube, getting a plaque on the wall yet. No, it's been really fun. And also just hanging out with you. I mean, we get to see each other every week now. And I'm like, okay.
Get to just yap and learn and share stories.
And the dogs get to play.
Which is what it was all about.
Yep.
And why we did it.
Yeah. While we're doing it.
Exactly. And we'll continue. Yeah. So, what to expect, even though we're kind of taking a break here, I think we're ready for like the rest of the summer to just soak it up, enjoy, have fun. We're both traveling and events. Mm-hmm. So this will, definitely give us that little break.
Yeah, and then we're going to try to push out some more content. I know that we've kind of held on to a lot of stuff. And so we'll be creating a lot more content, pushing that out, and, just kind of sharing what's been going on behind the scenes.
I mean, I think another thing, we've learned, part of what we've learned is you just get caught up in your schedules, busy. Mm-hmm. It's hard managing all of it. And people that have these robust podcasts, I mean, they have these big teams, and with just us, which I wouldn't want it any other way. Yeah. But I think quickly, we realize, whoa, there's a lot that goes into this. Mm-hmm. So I think with the little break time, we can kind of go back even to like episode 1 and go through them all, and fun content pieces, photos, videos, like fun little, trends that we can do. So I think we'll have a lot of fun kind of going back to all the content we have. There's so much that we've talked about and touched on, so we'll have some fun creating content, sharing it, being more intentional, engaging with listeners, and just being present on social in our space.
Yeah, I was going to say be more interactive because we've kind of held back a little bit from that. I mean, we've tried. But like you said, it takes a lot of work and a lot of time. And so there's so much that we've been wanting to post. Not that like we don't want to do it. It's just finding the time. And so now taking this break, we can do that.
Which I'm obsessed with our feed on the Yap Corner.
Yeah.
Like, if I ever want like a little break and I just go to like our Instagram and I'm scrolling, and obviously it's all off of like your Explore and For Your page, and seeing, because obviously we have the corgis, so we're very, stuck in the corgi world, but the Yap Corner social accounts, it's everything. All these dogs, all these different stories and travel and adventures and dog sports, you name it. And I just feel so like refreshed going through like, just scrolling and exploring on the Yap Corner social medias. So I'm excited to do that more.
Yeah. We constantly are saving things from that feed because we don't see them on our other feeds at all. And like an article I saw this week was Restaurant Week is now having a dog menu for Restaurant Week. And I was like, that is so cool. Like, but I had not seen that on my other feed, and I don't know why, but like you said, we just get sucked into all the other stuff, which is fine too, but I do like the refreshing aspect of that. Also, we're going to be hoping to have more dog parents on future episodes. I'm really looking forward to that, bringing in more people, like we've said, maybe bringing experts or whatever it might be, having guests. But
can you imagine like having a guest sitting right here chatting with them? I think that would be so great.
Yeah.
And not just here too, but like we did with the episode where we're on the beach, going out to spaces and interacting with dog parents.
Or maybe
and
even
guests.
virtual.
Yes. Yeah, we never did that this season either.
Yeah.
But we're set up, like we've got the platform and the technology to do a virtual interview and virtual episode. So I could totally see us doing that, especially with a guest that isn't in California.
Or international.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That would be cool.
I'm going to have to work on my Duolingo. I mean, I do have a 210-day Spanish streak. So if anybody in Argentina or wants to join.
Funny enough, I just reopened Duolingo last night.
Did
so
you?
I'm at 1.
Okay.
I need to do it today so I can get to 2. I'm learning Japanese.
Yeah.
But it was like 100 days since I logged in. And I logged in and they're like, is that you? Is this real? And I was like, okay, now I feel shamed by Duolingo.
Was he dead? The owl sometimes
he's been
dies.
dead for a long time. I have like the widget on my phone, so I see him every day.
Yeah.
So finally, he's back alive.
You're going to get stuck in that streak, which is the fun part.
Well, I'm such a perfectionist. It's like I miss one day, and then I'm all in or not. And so I miss that day, and I'm just like, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, okay. But
I'm going to keep nudging you.
We're on the family account together, so I see your profile, I see your streak, I see your milestones. It's like, celebrate Madison, send her a gift. So I'm like, okay, encouragement.
I'm trying to decide when I want to have my Duolingo streak party. I'm like, what milestone?
Is that a thing?
I've seen people do it. They like have like a cake and like decorations that are Duolingo. And I'm like, I was going to do it at 100, and then I didn't. And I was like, 200. I'm like, okay, maybe I need like 1,000, maybe 500 though. I'm thinking up my 500-day streak.
I think that's legit enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
That is.
Okay, so now you're going to be inspired. We're going to have a streak party.
Okay.
That sounds
streak party.
Not streaking. Duolingo streak. Cool. And yeah, so get ready. We'll have to get the dogs dressed up in owl costumes and the bear and anyways. Speaking of parties,
yes.
I know we've talked about our what were we calling it before?
Our goal of the summer party.
Summer bash. We got busy, of course, like anything, and we still are going to do that. That's definitely not going away. It's just not happening when we thought.
Maybe like a season 2 kickoff type of vibe. So fall.
Yeah. TBD. We just have to nail down the place, which we've reached out to places and they kind of didn't respond, or we just didn't follow up because we got busy. But I'm still looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the vibe, right in our, what do we call this? The bark yard? No, the bark.
Rough notes.
The rough notes.
Yeah.
We took some good notes down of the vibes, what we're thinking, drinks, names.
Yeah.
So I think we just keep brainstorming and use our time with the break to
I think the hard part, too, was because it was summer that we wanted to do it. They were like, you can't do a weekend. Like, every place was like, yeah, weekends are tough, because, where we want to do it and what we want to do. And I'm like, well, I think everyone, has jobs and stuff. I don't know how we'll do it on a weekday because we want people to be able to travel in and come and enjoy the fun. So, of course, we have to end this season with a game. So we're going to play the rough decisions, which essentially is a would you rather.
Perfect. I've done my homework and looked some up for you.
All right, same here. Okay, I'm going to start first.
Okay.
Would you rather have your dog narrate your entire life in barks or have them post your Instagram without approval?
Oh my gosh. Probably post on Instagram.
What would Ziggy post?
I deal enough with the corgi barking, and Ziggy is a barker. It's a lot.
Yeah.
What would Ziggy post? She'd probably be she would be shady and she would expose everything I do and just put me under the bus, embarrass me.
She would post
totally
her
take advantage of that.
This girl has 7 dog beds. And one of them's always buried in some of your clothes from when you're unpacking and packing.
Yeah.
She'd be like, Mom left her clothes all over my bed again.
They would be sassy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Super sassy.
I actually saw this on Instagram somewhere, so it wasn't part of what I researched. So you have to pick, and I can't remember one, so I'm just doing it off of memory. So you have to pick one. Either you have a 5-minute conversation with your dogs, you can text them throughout the day.
Wait, they speak English?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a full-on conversation. So you have to pick one. A 5-minute conversation, you could text them throughout the day, or you can know what they're dreaming about.
We'll text them throughout the day for just a day?
Yeah.
Oh. Gosh, I only pick one?
Yes.
Oh. I don't really like texting. I think I'd have a 5-minute conversation. I would love to know what they're dreaming about, but it's probably kind of boring. So, a conversation. What would you pick?
Probably the conversation one.
Yeah.
I'd be sad that it's only 5 minutes.
Yeah. Would you rather get licked awake every morning at 4 a.m. or share your toothbrush with your dog once a week?
Licked? Toothbrush, no.
But at 4 a.m., you don't wake up early.
No. But I don't want to share a toothbrush with her. So I guess I will do that one. My next one for you. Would you rather accidentally step in fresh dog poop barefoot or have your dog roll in something dead and have to rush him to take a bath?
I think step in dog poop.
Ew.
I know.
Barefoot is nasty.
Nasty, but I would just panic and then go shove my foot in the bath. Ew.
I know. A whole dog bath is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. And you didn't tell me what dead thing they rolled in.
It could be nasty.
Yeah, it could be really nasty. Would you rather give up coffee for yourself or never let Ziggy have a pup cup in her life or any dog?
Ziggy loves pup cups.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I would give up coffee. So Ziggy could have pup cups.
That's crazy. Especially when your best friend owns a coffee company.
Well, you can make pup cups.
Yes. You're saying her favorite word. She is looking at you. Yeah. How do you give that up?
Would you rather have your dog sleep on your face every night or bark at every single person you pass on walks?
Probably sleep on my face every night.
Yeah.
I don't want them barking at every person we
That
walk.
would get annoying.
Yeah.
That would be a lot.
I also can't breathe, though, so I guess I'm choosing to possibly suffocate.
Yeah.
No, that would be fine. I used to, when my cat used to sleep in our room before we got dogs, they would sleep on my, face at night, which was terrible. But
They don't do that anymore. I guess because the dogs are in the bed.
yeah, it would just be a nightmare having 4 animals in bed.
That would be.
Yeah. I mean, the dogs, like, at least sometimes sleep on the ground, but the cats would always be in the bed, and they would be at our heads, so it would just be a lot. Would you rather only speak in a high-pitched dog voice for a week or bark every time you're excited?
Oh my gosh. Both are wild. Wait, what was bark?
Every time you're excited. So you just never get excited again.
I don't want to bark like people thinking I'm barking in public, so I guess I would.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jess. Hi, how are you?
For a whole week. I would just stay inside for that whole week.
Yeah, I'm not leaving the house. I'm just going to be talking to myself in a high-pitched voice.
A high-pitched dog voice, I think.
My final would you rather for you is, would you rather have your dog suddenly develop the ability to talk, but it's only sass talking you, or have them stay silent but side-eye you with pure judgment every single moment?
Talk with sass. It would be funny.
It would be so funny.
Yeah. And also, if they could talk, they probably would talk with sass.
Yes, they totally would. I saw a funny thing, a TikTok video of someone talking, like, everyone's talking about this generation of kids. She's like, but what about this generation of pets? And then she, talked, they want hand-cooked, they want homemade meals, they want, special toys, they want fluffy beds. It was just funny how
That's
she
hilarious.
was like, this day and age, this generation of pets is out of control.
I mean, everyone always talks about the millennial dogs. I'm like, yeah, I would come back as a millennial dog or the next generation dog.
I know, I always say, I want to come back as a dog, but, a very specific type of dog.
Yeah.
Like a double income, no kids.
Yeah, a dinkwad
A couple
dog.
that travels and treats me like the
But
queen
you have to
of
be
the house.
small because you want to travel. So,
Or, I mean, people are flying private jets or Bark Air or Retrieve Air, all these places, and
so then
they're
you'd be in need to be with a rich family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the life.
That would.
As a dog. Well, that's a fun game. We've always had a lot of fun doing,
Zoomy mode. And
would you rather, hot takes.
chew on this. Yeah, that was it. Hot takes. Yeah, those are fun. And I look forward to more games.
Absolutely.
Always.
Well, a big shout out and thank you to everyone who's listened, download, shared with a fellow dog parent, followed us on social media, everything. I think so much love, so much happiness.
Yeah.
It's just great to see
It's been amazing.
what we get to do and have fun with it. And that's just, part of it all. We're here to have fun. It's been, we've always talked about doing a podcast and talking about dog parents and their everyday lives. And this year we were like, yeah, let's make it happen.
Yeah. And we did it. And we're here. And we're still doing it. I think also going back to just one of our favorite things that we'll probably continue to do is the pins. That was so fun to give out those pins. And so maybe we'll make some more. And everyone that followed us from the pins or gave it to a friend, it was just a really fun time. So
yeah, there's a lot of fun ideas I think we have and want to expand on and do.
Yeah. So on that note, make sure to subscribe, share with a fellow dog parent our podcast. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts.
And you can follow us at the Yap Corner Pod on Instagram and TikTok. Be on the lookout because we are going to go full force, having some fun, posting some content, all the great stuff.
Reaching out to people. So definitely send us a message if you want to chat. We'd love to chat with you. So
And that's all we've got.
that's all we have. Thanks for yapping.